Hello and welcome, this is Melskiner, and we're back with some more BattleTech. In the last video, I completed a priority mission that was fairly easy, and I did do a little bit of checking, just to see where I was, and I guess I forgot that I had already installed gyros into most of my mechs, so when I was doing the salvage, I picked up some special gyros, but I already have gyros in most of my mechs, so we have one over here, we have one in the Battle Master, we have one in the Yager mech, which reduces stability damage. The only one I don't have is the Highlander, but the Highlander has double heat sinks, which take up a lot of slots, so I couldn't fit it. All right, with that being said, I think the only change I would make then is the Battle Master and refitting it so that we have the better cockpit mod, unless that better cockpit mod takes up like too many slots or something. I don't know why it would, because you only ever have one head slot. But let's take a look at that. It should give me more hits. Yeah, and it doesn't take up any tonnage just like before. So we get extra hits here. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And we'll put that in there. I don't know if this is going to take any time or not, but we'll go ahead and confirm. We will be moving out of the system because I already took a look at the contracts and there aren't anything in here. We only have travel missions to do, which I more than likely will end up with. Okay, we have a comm system in the Yager mech and the Scout Hawk, so nothing to replace there, and the Highlander has a cockpit mod. So unless we want to put a cockpit mod in one of these backup mechs, I don't feel like we really have anything to modify. Alright, I mean, really, our primary lance is so good, unless we take some pretty serious damage on some of our mechs, I have no reason to use any of the backup mechs, so I don't know if I should really be putting that great of equipment in them. Oh well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the... Well, before we do that, let's talk to crew members. I may have forgot to do that before. Oh, alright. Well, nothing new here. Maybe Alexander has something for us? Yeah, he does. Congratulations on a successful deployment against the Tarians, Commander. We should discuss what happened on Smitten and where we're heading next. Okay, so let's state the state of the war. As I said, your victory on Smitten was nothing short of inspirational. You stopped the Tarian assault in its tracks, even forced them to withdraw. The skill deserves all the praise I can offer, and then some. You've done the impossible. Know it. Okay. This dialogue is a little weird, but a single lance drove the entire assault away. That seems a little weird and unlikely, but all right. Yeah, I would say it's probably premature to celebrate. The ship that we drove away is probably on its way to do the same thing. Some other restoration system. That's pretty true. Yeah, let's go with that one. You're right, it probably is, and we can do nothing to stop it. We're going to lose people to the Tarians, Commander Gunner. A lot of people. And money. And infrastructure. And whatever else you can care to mention. At this point, the losses are inevitable. Still, we should celebrate our small victories where we find them. You have driven the Tarians away from one of our systems. That's downright heroic. And at this point of the war, our people need heroes. So I'd advise you to accept their praise for what it is. Alright, I guess we can go down this line anyway. So, something about a vendetta against Crimea. As long as he stays on his ship, we can't. The Iberia is a Fortress-class dropship. Even if we could bait it into landing, it'd blow your lance to pieces before you even got into weapons range. So we're going to have to fight this thing at some point. If I were in your place, I'd take it as a given that we can't defeat Ostergaard. He'll hound us until Crimea is dead or he is called home. And so, that's how we proceed. If we don't defeat Ostergaard, we survive him. When Lady Centrilla provides us with a way to remove the Tarians from the war, we have him called back home. It isn't an ideal situation, I know. I'd be more satisfied killing the bastard myself. But it's a plan, and I think it will work. That's the best we can do, given the circumstances. Alright, well, that's what we're going to get out of that. Yeah.
Always a pleasure, Commander.
Let's see. We can check to talk to Yang, see if Yang has anything new to say. Nope. He hasn't had anything to say since our true, which was a while ago. Farah?
Yeah, boss?
Yeah, nothing there either.
Keep safe, boss.
And I'm gonna guess nothing here as
How
well.
can I help, Commander?
Nope. Alright.
I'll be here if
I mean, she probably said something right then, but this might have been something we've already read too. Alright, well, whatever.
Good day, Commander.
Okay, so that's everything that we have as far as the dialogue to go through. So let's go ahead and take a look at these contracts. Now, I can go really anywhere. I don't have to take these contracts necessarily. But let's see. So we've got Pride and Vanity, which is a battle in a polar area. It is 3.5 skulls. And then we have another, well, I mean, it's the same system, I'm guessing. Yeah, they're both Mector. So some of it comes down to which of these two missions would we prefer to do. This one has a lot more salvage, but not so great pay. So we have a recovery mission, smash and grab. At this stage, 3.5 skulls, I don't know if I really care for the salvage. So I may just go for the money. But at this point, what do I have to spend the money on? Before we do that, though, I should probably check the store. I don't think I checked the store in this system since we've been here. Okay, so we still have dragons available here, which at this point I don't really have much interest in. Yeah, I don't think any of these systems are really jumping out at me as being something that I want. I may buy the SRM-6 just to buy it. I mean, damage upgrades on SRM-6s are always welcome.
New weapon systems available.
It is one of the better weapons in the game. Okay. Now we can go ahead and take one of those contracts. So I'm going to take the battle one, even though it may turn out to be much more of a conflict than the recovery one would be. Okay, so I'll just go 50-50. You never know, maybe something cool will pop up in the salvage, so we'll go with that.
Calculating course now, Commander.
Engines primed. All hands prepare for transition to thrust gravity.
I didn't really pay attention to what kind of travel time we're talking about. Yeah. Well, we only have the one thing to do, so. Financial report's going to hit us soon. But at this stage of the game, I feel like we're doing very well. Financially, we're in a good spot. Our mech warriors are high in skill. Our mechs are good. Pretty happy. So do we just keep going for morale at this stage? Nah, I'll just go normal. I think their morale scale is pretty good. And then in 5 days, the ship upgrade's going to be done. Then we're going to be spending a lot of money. So it was good that we didn't spend too much there for morale. And then we're going to work to make back our money so that we can not be, I mean, $2.25 million
Hey, boss.
is what this is going to cost me.
Those upgrades.
I'll have 1.5, about a little less than that when we're done here. But get that done. So this is going to allow us to have more mech warriors, which I don't really care about.
Commander, I'll get the crew moving.
But it will also unlock a lot of other things. That's why we're doing it. And it will finally make the exterior of my ship look like brand new. Or at least intact.
We've entered orbit, Commander.
Alright, here we are. I'm going to say not yet, just so that we can use our experience.
At our next port of call, we'll be taking on a new decade. If you're up for shore leave, keep your eyes open for potential.
Okay. So my pilot can grab some tactics. We're full up on a lot of our stats here. I think we saved, though.
Receiving you.
Drop, you should have enough to get that next level of gunnery skill. So we're full there. Lich.
Waiting for orders.
4,400, which will allow her to get a Guts or a piloting? Well, at this stage, tactics could be good for me. So I may save for that.
Good to go.
Decker. Can't buy anything, so we're done. Alright, let's go ahead and do this contract.
And you see something fluffy, enjoy it there, in its native habitat. It doesn't belong on a dropship.
Okay, well this loadout's fine, so we'll go ahead and deploy. Alright, I don't believe I read the description of this mission, so we have to eliminate a local family's mechs. A family associated with the Oregon Directorate has been threatening military action against their restoration neighbors on Mector. Neither of us has any legal claim in this system, as our allied nobles have requested help and protection. We're willing to intervene. We need a deniable force to step in and destroy the Directorate threat. Commander, as soon as you make contact, expect any nearby enemy forces to close on your position. So we may see some reinforcements here.
Command interface initiated.
Okay. Commander, you've reached the Directorate family's territory. Be on the lookout for reinforcements. Yeah, that's what I thought. We'll need to eliminate all enemy forces that take field. I'll be complacent if the mech looks a little worse for wear. They can still kill you, so they're going to be a little worn down. This is probably going to be an easier mission. I probably shouldn't make judgments before we actually have a fight here, but... Okay, so the enemy's going to be up in front of me there. Alright, I'll go in behind this ridge. You can do indirect fire.
Mission confirmed.
Move down the road with glitch. And then we'll jump and brace.
I leap. I soar.
Okay. I guess I'll keep to the road with the Battlemaster. I'm tempted to brace or keep to the woods. I guess we can get fairly far up if we go to the woods here. And here we'll hug the ridge, as we should be able to possibly see things. If not, I can jump on top of the ridge or beyond it. Okay.
Commander.
Waiting for orders.
Go ahead and move to this point, and then I'll brace.
Affirmative.
Might have been an advantage to moving up here, but I don't want to separate out too much with the Agramac. It may get caught if I'm not careful. Continue to do our jump and brace, because getting up in here where we get direct line of sight does benefit the Highlander pretty greatly. Okay, brace. I'll stick to the woods. But we could move quite a bit beyond the woods if I was bold enough to do so. If I get a sensor contact with this. I do. Alright, so we have a vehicle. Well, I don't think it's really wise to move anywhere. So I'm just going to go ahead and brace.
It's go time.
Okay, it's a heavier vehicle. Go ahead and reserve. We've got something on the medium scale, or something on the heavy scale that's moving at that initiative. All vehicles, it's hard to say at this stage. If so, then salvage is going to be probably not the best.
Holding for tactical advantage.
Okay. That seems like it's going to be in range of the sensor lock here. It is a vehicle at 80 tons. Go ahead and sensor lock that sucker. Get some vision.
Got a lock.
Interesting. Oh, that's right. Vehicles can't guard, so surely they can do. All right. Well, I don't know if they're going to have many other assault vehicles, so I shouldn't take them lightly.
Bye.
Then again, I could jump forward, get a lot of evasion going. This is our chance to see what the Battlemaster can do in a colder climate. And I'm going to use Vigilance here.
Engaging jump jets. Enemy detected.
Okay, we do have another thing on the assault scale, so or at least at 1 initiative. Do Vigilance. Oh, hello. We have a heavy mech as well. Well, I think I'm going to do some split fire then. Demolisher is going to be our primary, and we really do want to kill that. You're going to be a secondary. And then I'm just going to sling one of these medium lasers that doesn't necessarily have as good of accuracy. As a matter of fact, I think this one would be our candidate. Get through that evasion.
Engaging multiple targets.
Okay, killed him. That was an important kill. That might be another Demolisher. The fact that it didn't fire at me. Unless the Thunderbolt can't see me, which I'd be surprised, but... Okay. Well, we have 2 targets to fire at, so I'm going to fire at them. Oops. No. Target. Okay. What kind of vehicle are you? Another Demolisher. Okay. Well, we'll aim with that with the more damage. So you're A. Or B. B will be that one. Alright, fire away.
Got it.
Okay, hopefully we can take that Demolisher out this turn. Is that all they're going to have is Demolishers? Because I can outrange Demolishers fairly easily if I know that's what they're going to have. Sure looks like that may be the case.
What can I do for you?
Alright, we don't have the direct line of sight. But I could use Vigilance here. Walk up and use Vigilance. Or jump up and use Vigilance. Either thing would work.
Ready, set.
Alright, I don't know what all weapons we'll be able to sling here. Just the Gauss rifle, I guess. But it'll still be alright. Okay, and the multi-target, you're going to be A, you're going to be B, and B will be the LRM-20. Okay.
No problem. I've got enough guns for everyone.
And we're getting into internal structure with that. And I'm hoping this is a kill. No, not quite. Okay. You're operating as a 3. That one's operating as a 2, so they have quite a few of them that are giving that Master Tactician ability. Could hit, but honestly, I think we just reserve here. The Thunderbolt's giving him vision, which I'm not too happy about, but do.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
No, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, so they might be able to do this long-range picking away at me. I'm kind of surprised he hit me with that weapon, considering the distance and how much evasion I have, but really not that hard to hit things in this game. Evasion is not quite as good as it maybe should be. Oh, that one missed. Okay, here comes the Thunderbolt. And I want this to move so that I can then do damage to it. In this case, I think we're going to attack with the Battlemaster first. And move away, because we don't want these demolishers to just open up on us. So, do attack move. Fire everything here. Yeah, look at this. In a colder climate, we barely build up any heat when we do an alpha strike.
All weapons committed.
Considering how much damage we do, that's pretty damn good.
Enemy mech. Critical damage.
Alright, the Thunderbolt's still standing. Jump out of here. Break contact. They could sensor lock me, so I have to allow for that. Now the jumping obviously builds up a lot of heat. I'm just gonna jump there. These are demolishers we're talking about after all. Okay, a little bit of damage got through.
I hear ya.
All right. I guess we're just going to go ahead and do an alpha strike here.
Got it.
Get rid of their vision. Ooh, we got a head kill there. That's going to be good salvage for us then.
Down.
I think we're going to end up with a Thunderbolt. Alright, well I don't have line of sight yet. So I think we wait. I think the safe move here...
Waiting for orders.
I mean, the move I want to do is I want to jump in here and I want to kill that. But I'm afraid I'm going to eat Demolisher shots if I do that. Let me see if I can figure out what we are going to be in range of. It looks like I'll be in range of all my weapons. I'm going to go for it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I may do Vigilance just to help protect myself. We don't really need it anywhere else. If I can get rid of this vision, it might be enough. Okay, well, that was overkill, but we just need to make sure. It's a Demolisher after all.
Vehicle down.
Okay, we almost have all of this group taken out. This Lance. It is a Demolisher. Ow, ow.
Whoa! Easy on the armor, buddy.
Yeah, I was a little afraid of that. Thankfully, we can take that kind of damage. And do we get the direct line of sight? I think we can manage that. And I'll do more damage this way.
Coordinates received.
Now we do know that off in the distance there is some enemy presence. But I think they're quite a ways away because we don't have them in sensor range, so... Far away.
Engaging.
Maybe I should have done a sensor lock there. We have a fairly, I was going to say, a fairly good chance of killing this thing.
Damn. Let's do this.
Alright, well, I think we finished this guy off.
Confirmed.
Now they may be able to sensor lock me and get some shots on my Scout Hawk. That's just a risk I'm going to take.
Firing. Full complement on enemy.
Alright, that guy's dead as well. That's one lance down. We have another one to go.
One more for the trash heap.
So far, fairly easy. Ah, there we go. I was afraid of that. And they have a lot of long-range firepower, so they're going to be shooting at that Shadowhawk for sure. Okay, and awesome. What is every one of their mechs having a guy with Master Tactician? Because that guy moved... Alright, well... I don't have anything really to do here. Let them go. So that's a Yager mech, no question.
My armor's getting stripped off.
Yeah, I'm aware of that now. Kind of regret doing your move because I was aware that they had that possibility of just opening up on me like this.
Damn it! I'm wounded.
Oh, we won't have Decker available for the next battle. Now we have the question of, can I actually establish line of sight on anyone?
Commander?
If I sprint, I'd be able to. What if I jump? No? Well, I think I'm going to do Vigilance, and then I'm going to sprint forward, because not having line of sight is going to really hurt me here. So, we'll do Vigilance. Then we'll sprint. It's unfortunate, but that's what we got to do. All right.
Ready for orders.
Let's start multi-targeting. So, Yager mech and a Grasshopper. I don't think we've seen many Grasshoppers. You're gonna be A, you're E, turn off that. Although at this stage, we are maybe worth doing that damage, but I think I'm just gonna go for this, and you're gonna be B. And we'll try and do full damage here.
On it.
Okay. Well, with half armor, these guys shouldn't be too bad to take out. Now, the unfortunate thing is, maybe I should have done the sprinting. Yeah, now that I look at that, I should have been the one to sprint up here. Well, I'm still going to do it, and I'm still going to use Vigilance as well. Because getting up close and personal does benefit me. And we get a lot of evasion as well. But yeah, I should have. I thought about that after I did the move. I should have done the Battle Master. We would have had the damage of the Highlander. May have actually been able to take one of these guys. I'm not gonna say out, but significantly damage them. Well, they don't have their sensor lock, so I'm a little bit more confident waiting.
Waiting for the shot.
And they'll go after who they can see before they'll go after somebody they can't see. So they're gonna go after the Highlander. I'm surprised how many weapons they opened up there with, considering the stronger evasion. I'm gonna continue to reserve here. Okay, catapult. Ah, alright, so that's what has 2 PPCs. I always forget about this catapult. Alright, well, we have a decent number of options here. We'll start with the Yager mech because we should be able to hit 3 targets here. Okay, I'll make you A, you B, and that will be B. And... okay, fire away.
I copy.
So far out of the mechs that I see, the toughest one's going to be the Grasshopper, but with reduced armor, it's going to be a little bit easier to handle. Well, that hurts. I didn't quite expect that.
That shot got past my armor.
Alright, well, we now need to retreat. We can't take much more damage
Yes, Commander.
with this. Kind of bums me out, because I would prefer to stick in the fight. We could jump back and still use our AC-5 effectively, though. They may sensor lock me, though, if I do that. So maybe it's best to... Well, I guess it's not possible for me to break line of sight, at least not at this stage. So I'll stay in cover. I'll get some evasion bonus. Guess we'll get as much evasion bonus as we can. I guess I'll hit the...
Lifting off.
Well, I'll hit who I can hit. But I may hit the grasshopper here. They're both kind of bad shots. I'll go after the Yager mech just to burn through that evasion. Hey, we hit. I'll take it.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
I don't think that Yager mech's going to be here much longer. Oh, okay, he has the move fire ability. So, go with the Highlander now, because we won't be hurt so much by that going. Okay, I'm going to make you A, you B, you C. We're going to go Gauss Rifles A. This is going to be all C. That's going to be B. All right, fire away.
Right, Commander.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to have vigilance for this, so I think moving into the woods is probably going to be the best move for me, and probably building up a decent amount of evasion while I do it would be even better. I'm tempted to go after the catapult rather than the Yager mech. Because it has no cover bonus. I also feel like if I unload on the Yager mech, it'd be such an overkill that I feel like I should split some of my fire here. Alright, I will. You're going to be... well, you're going to be A. You're going to be B. I think this guy has evasion, so I'll make him C as well. I think my game plan here is B's going to be the SRM-6. And then the other thing that we're going to throw out, it's just going to be a standard medium laser. Not just going to be against C to burn through that evasion. I'm trying to get a knockdown on this guy, but everything else is going to be against the Yager mech. And that will be a fair amount of damage. It may kill him, may not. I guess we'll find out.
Engaging multiple targets.
Okay. I feel like that was just enough. Not enough to knock down the catapult, but what the heck. Alright.
Ready for orders.
So I'm going to keep jumping here. I do want to keep line of sight, though, as much as possible. Looks like we're going to be going after the grasshopper here. This is going to be a long-range shot, so it's not going to be that good for us, but...
On it.
I don't really want to... Maybe I should have waited, now that I think about it, but that's okay.
Locked on.
Unfortunately, we missed an 80% chance to hit.
Negative damage. Repeat. Negative damage.
I probably should have waited there. The likelihood they would have been able to see me is not that high. There's another Yager mech. There's a lot of missing. But a lot of hitting considering how much evasion we had. Are you going to attack or are you going to brace? Alright. What are you doing on heat? Not bad. I don't know why you didn't fire both PPC. I mean, you didn't do full damage, so you don't have the ability to take advantage of that.
Commander.
Alright. I think we're going to be doing some shot splitting again. So the grasshopper is the one that hasn't moved, so we should focus the damage there. I'm going to make you A, you B, you... Okay, the A is going to be the AC 5. B is going to be the higher damage, and then C is going to be the lower damage, and we'll fire like that.
Splitting fire.
There we go. Okay. We may be able to delete this Yager mech as well. Okay, the Highlander should be able to take that kind of damage. And that should be them, so now we get to respond to them.
Commander.
So in this case, I think we multi-target again. You're going to be A. You're going to be B. C. Okay, so let's start this off. A is going to be the Gauss rifle. C is going to be all the close range stuff. And B will be the LRM-20. Fire away.
Affirmative.
Okay, knock them down.
Give them everything you've got. Enemy down.
Oh, that was a little bit of a delayed. Enemy down, and then the mech's still standing. Alright, so... I guess we pick who we want to delete here. I think in this case... What can we do with the jump? Well, we can do a death from above if we so choose. We have an 85% chance to land it. And I'm kind of tempted to do it, because we have never really done anything like this. And maybe ever in this campaign? It's going to do a heck of a lot of damage if I land it. Okay, we'll go for it. Have a little bit of fun with this one.
Warning. Leg damage imminent.
Down he goes.
Enemy mech destroyed.
And as long as that didn't do internal damage to our legs, I'm all for it. Not sure if it does or not. Okay.
Commander?
Looks like we can get away with an AC-5 shot. Point going after that left torso, so I guess we'll go after the right torso, try and get rid of... I mean, there may be weapons in this. There's a medium laser in there. I'll go after the right torso, though. Maybe we can strip that arm off.
Critical hit, Commander.
Unfortunately, he's going to get back up. Alright, well, we'll be able to respond and do some pretty good damage here.
Minor damage, Commander.
Jalopy may be able to get the kill,
Waiting for orders.
considering the heavy damage we've done so far. Let's do precision strike here. If I just go center torso, we may get the kill, so I think we're going to go with that.
Affirmative. Target neutralized.
Okay, not quite. Oh, ammo explosion finishes it off, though. Alright, we took a little bit of damage in this battle. Good job, Commander. Let's get out of here.
Mission successful.
Alright, well, we get the cash with no bonus for the reinforcements. And we get some experience. Doesn't look like we're going to have to repair the Battlemaster, so death from above attacks are not really that punishing. I believe in the tabletop game. I'm not one that does a lot of death from above attacks, so I don't know these rules that well, but I'm fairly certain they jack up your legs in more ways than just doing a little bit of armor damage. And then the Scout Hawk, I'm going to have to repair this. This was my mistake that we are having to repair it in the first place. But we also have the pilot injury that, again, that's my mistake that caused that. I mean, it worked out. We did get a... I'm definitely going to grab the Thunderbolt part, so we get a Thunderbolt out of this. I guess we can get a Catapult as well, the one with the PPCs. I'm not sure which of these mechs I'm going to use, but I'll go ahead and take it. Unless there's something else, like a plus 20 damage, that actually, that sounds a little bit more interesting. Do that. Oh, yeah. Another plus 20 damage and plus accuracy. These will be important maybe later. AC 5 with plus 10 damage is really tempting, but these are better, for sure. So we're going to go ahead and take that. We also have some cool medium lasers that I wouldn't mind having. But unfortunately, oh, there you go. Death from above damage. It takes up tonnage, though, so I don't really necessarily care. Less damage on yourself. Plus 3 accuracy for missiles. That could be really good. But I think the AC-20s, they're so much extra damage, I have to take those. Maybe we get lucky when we get this. But it does take up tonnage, a lot of tonnage. And for me, doesn't seem like accuracy, especially as you get in the later stages of the game where you have more experienced pilots. I don't know if it really helps as much. You usually are having pretty good accuracy. Yeah, there's circumstances where a guy has a lot of evasion. It does help, I guess. But, oh well, these I think are the more important thing. Let's see if we get lucky. We win the lottery. Doesn't look like we won the lottery. We got some AC-20s, standard ones, but other than that, everything else, and we probably have plenty of. Ediorano's contract to liberate House Gallus is ready for review in the command center. We should follow up when you think we're ready. And then also he's going to tell me about pilots with experience. Yeah, I get it. Unfortunately, we didn't get any extra mechs, but again, those would be backup mechs. They probably wouldn't be our primary. Oh, and for whatever reason, we have frame a second stuff here, but that's okay. We're going to be wrapping up the video anyway, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. And it looks like it's calmed down more. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.